Xiao Yi.
Our stall made over 3 million this year. Here's 100,000 as your share. Take it.
There are 365 days in a year. At 2 a.m., I went to the docks to pick up goods, inspect them, haul them back, and oxygenate them. At 6 a.m., I was delivering to major restaurants in the city. An entire year. I didn't get a full night's sleep. The stall's revenue hit over 10 million, deducting damages, rent, wages, utilities. The year-end net profit was 3 million. Li Fei took 2.9 million instantly. He has no idea how much effort I put into this.
Xiao Yi, you need to learn to be grateful. The stall is mine. I invested the initial 500,000. Without my platform, you'd still be hauling nets. Your labor was minimal. 10 grand is plenty. 10 grand is plenty. Ask around. Which seafood loader makes 10 grand a year? Plus, I'm covering your meals. Take them, get supplements for dad. Take money and enjoy New Year. A good brother.
When the stall opened, he made a mistake operating. The seafood all died in the tank. He held my hand and cried.
Xiao Yi, we're counting on you. As long as we work, we'll split the profits evenly. I believed him.
I gave it my all. Drank with the supply manager, got a bleeding stomach. Spent hours in freezing minus 10 degrees Celsius cold storage. Turned this small stall into the top seller in the South City seafood market.
Brother Lee, save me some goods for today.
The stall is booming, money's rolling in, and he tells me this. I'm just the one doing the grunt work. This is what he calls brotherhood. Fine, I'll listen to you.
More like it. Smart to adapt to the times. Xiao Yi, do your best. Next year, I'll get a Porsche.
You can take my old Audi back to the village, show off a bit. No need, Fei. After the new year, I won't be coming anymore.
What do you mean? You take the money and want to bail?
Fei is right. I'm just the muscle. This year, used up all my strength. From now on, the stall's business. Fei, you need to watch over it yourself. Li Fei thinks I'm a fool. He thinks I wouldn't dare leave his platform. But what he doesn't know is, in the South City market, those 300 plus seafood bosses don't respect Li Fei's name, they trust these eyes of mine, Linya's eyes. I didn't go home after leaving the market. I went to South City Commercial Bank, withdrew 3 years of savings and 100,000. A total of 350,000. Right after that, I headed straight to the South City Cold Chain Logistics Parks Leasing Center. Hello, Manager Wong? I'll rent the biggest cold storage unit in the South area. Yes, let's sign the contract right now.
Lin, this cold storage was abandoned 3 years ago.
Refrigeration compressors work but use a lot of power. The location is remote. What's the appeal? Others see it as remote. But I know. Take the viaduct to the city center near top seafood restaurants. 20 minutes faster than Li Fei at the main stall in the fish market. 20 minutes in the seafood business means life or death. The difference between fresh and rotten. No, I want this one. Deposit, 3 months rent, and equipment maintenance. Can it be sorted out this afternoon?
All right, you're straightforward and so am I. Before 5 p.m., I'll have the freezer fully chilled for you.
350,000, a working man's all, selling everything.
Their entire savings.
Throw it all into an abandoned freezer. Just throwing money away. But I know he's worth it.
Hey, isn't this the top salesperson from the South Market?
Back already?
Lin, yeah, I heard this afternoon that Li Fei made 3 million this year at his stall and generously gave you 100K, yet you had the guts to quit.
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind or what? It's fair the Li family invests and takes the lion's share. You're just a lousy worker trailing behind for scraps, and you still complain? Your dad is still in the hospital. You quit your job. How will you support the family now?
Hey Lin Yi, your uncle speaks bluntly, but he's got a point. Li Fei, though a bit arrogant. At least he paid you quite a bit. Buy cigarettes and booze tomorrow, apologize, and go back to work.
Mom. 3 million Li Fei earned. I earned it with blood, sweat, tears. He doesn't appreciate it and treats me like a beggar. I'd rather starve to death than go back to him.
Ugh. You don't know a damn thing. He's got money, connections, and the best spot in the city center. What do you have? Aside from that fishy smell, what do you have? What about that $100,000? Hand it over to your mom for her medical bills. You spent it all. What, $100,000? You blew it in no time.
I rented cold storage to start a business.
Ha ha ha, start your own business? You? No supply channels, no backing. What can you do alone? Fine, go ahead. See you begging on the streets later. Don't say I didn't warn you today.
He doesn't believe I can make it. In his eyes, rich people like Li Fei.
Only those with a knack for business succeed.
But I was born to toil. Mom. Trust me. It won't be long before I get Dad the best private hospital room. At 1 a.m., I went to the cold storage alone, armed with a high-pressure hose, scrubbing away every inch of lingering grime. At this hour, only one kind of person calls, a captain whose ship has just docked.
Brother Lin, are you still working with Li Fei's crew?
I'm working solo. Why so angry?
That little bastard Li Fei, taking advantage of your absence, brought in some clueless rookie to inspect the goods. I just hauled in 5,000 pounds of premium Wild East Star Grouper and Tiger Grouper, all fresh and lively treasures.
Li Fei nitpicked, saying,
The quality's not good enough, and he wants to cut my price by 30%. What does he think I am, a beggar?
My heart skipped a beat. 5,000 pounds of wild grouper. This is the kind of rare treasure high-end restaurants would kill for. If I could secure this deal,
It'd make an explosive name for itself.
the profit will at least double. Brother, hi, I want this batch of goods.
Fine, I'd rather dump it into the ocean to feed the fish than let that traitor Li Fei have it. For your sake, Brother Lin, I'll go with the market's bottom price. But you know the rules. Cash only for hot items like these. No credit allowed. It's $450,000 in total. Bring the money to the dock within half an hour to pick it up.
$450,000 worth of goods. I've got less than $2,000 on me. Half an hour left before heading to the dock to take goods. Li Fei's people are still lingering near the dock. They could catch on at any moment. Hey, Mr. Zhao. This is Lin Yi. On the other end of the call is Zhao Haisheng, owner of the upscale South City restaurant chain, Ayulu. 6 months ago, Li Fei sold cheap oysters as premium ones for high-end sashimi. When I was unloading the goods, I immediately noticed the oysters were contaminated with Vibrio bacteria. The batch couldn't be delivered. If customers ate them, it would destroy the reputation of Hyulu. I paid for it out of my own pocket, rushed in a high-priced batch of fresh goods overnight from the neighboring city. Endured Li Fei's scolding, saved Hyulu's reputation. Zhao Haisheng owes me a massive favor. Brother Lin, calling so late, what's the emergency? Mr. Zhao, I'm going solo. I'm at South District Logistics Park. I rented cold storage, 5,000 pounds of East Star Grouper and Tiger Grouper at the dock. Li Fei's guys undervalue, lowballing. I want to intercept this batch, but I don't have the funds. Lend me 500,000. This batch of fish is for Hyulu next month. I'll cover it cost price. Deal? Send your account. Kid Li Fei is a spoiled rich kid. Good, you're striking out on your own. From now on, high-end seafood in South City is yours. The money's on its way.
Hey, Lao Hai, your fish's scales are damaged, lack energy. I can only offer 60 per pound.
Not a cent more.
If you don't sell, who else in South City can take 5,000 pounds of your stock in the middle of the night?
Bullshit. It's normal for wild coral groupers to lose some scales from rubbing in the cage. You're cutting my price by 30%. Are you trying to bleed me dry?
Oh, isn't this Boss Lin, who just got his 100,000 severance payout? What are you doing at the docks in the middle of the night? Picking up scraps?
Quality goods, absolutely top-notch. Brother, hi. I'll take all 5,000 pounds. Market's base price. A total of 450,000.
Lin Yi, are you out of your mind? You dare to hijack my goods? With just your 100,000? Lao Hai, don't let him fool you. He's broke now. You, where did you get the money?
Brother Fei, you said I didn't understand business. Today, I'll teach the first lesson. At the dock. Vision is what matters. Brother Hai, load the truck.
You're something, huh? You think buying them means you've won? Without Lee family stall and connections, 5,000 pounds of fish won't sell by morning and will rot in cold storage. I'll be waiting to see you go broke and jump into the sea.
Bro, let me do you a favor. There are still 500 pounds of deep-sea golden king crabs in the bottom hold.
That fool cousin of Li Fei insists.
The crabs are all dead. Sharp eyes. Help verify. Startled.
Golden King Crab. It's the crown jewel high-end restaurants fight for, the pride of their menus. No wonder Li Fei's cousin, the overseas returnee, said these are dead crabs. To outsiders, they do look lifeless. I've been in this business for a full 8 years. These hands not only carry ice.
Sense water temperature and salinity.
These are not dead crabs. It's cold hibernation, caused by refrigeration failure or mishandling in sea transport. The water temperature dropped suddenly, forcing the deep-sea giants into a fake death state for self-protection. Hey bro, how much for this batch of crabs?
Alive, 200 to 300 bucks a pound. Now they're half dead. If you're buying, treat them as dead crabs. Take all 500 pounds for 10 grand, just to thank you for the guy's hard work.
I suppressed my excitement. Paid on the spot. At 4 a.m., I opened the iron door to cold storage number 3 and used a cold chain truck to transfer all the seafood into a large live water tank. I prepared oxygen-rich artificial seawater and kept the temperature strictly between 4 and 6 degrees Celsius. Then I carefully placed the dead crabs into the tank. Turn on the aeration pump at full power. Waiting was nerve-wracking. If I misjudged, $10,000 would go down the drain. But if I won the bet, this would be my comeback capital. Over 90% of 500 pounds of king crabs came back to life.
I smiled with joy.
Didn't get old high shipment last night. Only some SOSO farm seafood left in the tank.
What seafood do we have? Anything good?
No, this is it.
Boss Lee, the bureau chief's son's wedding banquet this noon, needs 200 pounds of golden king crab for the main dish. Load it up for me now.
Manager Jean. We're out of king crab today. Look for yourself.
Nonsense. The wedding menu was finalized a month ago, and now you're telling me there's no king crab? If this banquet goes south, your reputation, Li Fei, is as good as gone.
Hey, Boss Wan, got any king crabs?
Nope, all booked out.
What? All booked out? Lou, do you have any stock over there? Damn, you're at the South District too.
Brother Lin, your eye for this is unmatched.
For this batch of golden crabs, Haiyu Tower wants 200 pounds. 800 per pound. Paid in cash. Old Zhao, don't hog everything. Save 200 pounds for Tianxi Pavilion. We're hosting the bureau chief's son's wedding lunch today, and we're counting on this. No rush, gentlemen. This is my first solo deal. Coral grouper, 150 per pound. Golden king crab, 600 per pound. Money first per rules. Goods after.
The number's in my account.
Started to skyrocket.
One at a time, while checking orders, directing loading. An unexpected call came in.
Lin Yi, you're ruthless.
Sell me that batch of king crabs.
I'll pay you double the original price. No, I'll give you a 100,000 bonus. Don't push it too far.
$100 grand. Fei. $100 grand is just enough to buy off Brotherhood. This is only the beginning. Li Fei. The sky over South City is about to change.
Manager Jean, give me one more day. I'll replenish the same quality king crabs. I'll pay double the penalty, but you can't cut off our 3-year supply contract.
Li Fei, you still have the nerve to bring up 3 years? If it weren't for Lin Ye standing up for you back then,
Control the quality.
your stall would have shut down if not for Brother Lin stepping in at the wedding banquet. I'd have packed up by now.
Ha ha.
From today, Tianxi Pavilion and Li's Seafood are officially done working together.
Humph.
Don't worry, cousin. I bought tiger groupers and 9-segment prawns from sellers in a neighboring city.
The price is half its usual amount.
We're gonna make a killing. As long as we flip this fast, we can easily recover today's losses.
Where's the goods?
Hurry up, unload it into the big tank and start the oxygen pump.
A filthy, shaky truck pulled up in front of the shop a few minutes later. My cousin was over the moon. Little did he know, it was filled with nothing but rotten fish and shrimp. The water inside the truck was already murky, the surface.
Dead fish floating. The remaining few prawns just twitching weakly in the filthy water.
Then sinking into it.
You call this fresh seafood? Do you have crab for brains? When I bought them, they were lively and jumping around. The seller said they were just a little dizzy because they didn't add oxygen.
Said they'd be fine after resting in the tank for a bit. In the seafood business, the term medicated fish is used.
Some shady sellers add chemicals to the water to make dying fish look lively.
They put drugs in the water.
Once these fish leave the medicated water, they'll die within hours and rot quickly.
Back then, with me around, those sellers couldn't even get close to Lee's stall. But now, this overseas returned cousin.
They treat him like a helpless pig waiting to be slaughtered.
Don't fall. Damn it, don't fall. Corruption's poison and deadly bacteria.
Instantly contaminate
The entire water circulation system in the pool. In less than 10 minutes, the originally healthy seafood worth tens of thousands turned belly up. I had just been gone for a single day.
and his stall.
Suffered a catastrophic blow. I told you already, convince Linye to go back and admit his mistakes to Li Fei, but you wouldn't listen. All good now?
His 100,000 yuan thrown into that broken cold storage made no impact.
I really want to see how Linye plans to pay this 5,000 yuan hospital bill.
Lend me 2,000, I'll wash dishes next month to repay.
I don't have any money. Mom, no need to borrow.
A full 600,000.
Linye, you? Where did you get all this money?
Hello, nurse. Transfer my father, Lin Jiangwo, to the VIP private ward on the top floor. Here's 200,000 as a deposit for the hospital stay and upcoming surgery.
Xiao Yi, where exactly did you get this money?
I earned it, Mom. I told you. We don't have to depend on anyone anymore. From now on, Dad will get the best medicine. And you won't have to wash dishes anymore.
Ha ha ha, you're something else, Xiaoye. Uncle, I knew you were cut out for business. You see, my uncle's little shop is having cash flow problems lately. Can you?
Cannot. I risked my life to earn that money. With your Pichot that takes in but never gives out. It has absolutely nothing to do with each other. Today's successful start is just the first step. Although Li Fei was stupid, his family ran a seafood business in South City.
The deep-rooted heritage remains.
He would never just stand by and watch me rise.
Brother Lin, something big has happened.
Li Fei's father has stepped in.
He issued a ruthless warning about South Dock. The entire South Dock
All deep-sea fishing boats. Anyone who dares sell a fish to you, Lin Yi,
is declaring war on the Li family. And they'll never be allowed to dock in the South City again.
Cutting off my supply. That's good. I'll make the Li family understand. This sea is not their private backyard pond.
everyone. I've made a living on this southern sea for 30 years. My son was reckless and let that little brat Lin Yi take advantage, but rules are rules. Starting today, any fishing boat at the southern docks. If anyone sells shrimp to Lin Yi, they'll be crushing my livelihood. From now on, his ship won't be docking to unload in the South City.
Bossly.
Cutting off someone's livelihood is a big move.
Boss, hi. I heard. Last night you were pretty close to Lin Yi. So, you want to be the first to test the waters?
Brother Lin, I apologize.
Sai, Li Wanshan has issued a bounty on the streets.
Hey,
Dock workers have families.
They can't risk their livelihoods gambling with you.
Typhoon Lekima is hitting land tomorrow.
All the ships have to return to port.
But this shipment, we can't sell even an ounce to you.
You're taking this too seriously. Hi. I get it, you all need to make a living. You're refusing to sell to me. We need to take all the stock, good or bad, and sell it to Li Fei at the highest market price. Li Fei's pool was polluted by a medicated bath, ammonia nitrogen spike, causing a red spot bacteria infection. His cousin has no idea how to clean the biofilter system. Selling him fish now is like handing him a ticking time bomb. As for my supply,
from the deep water port in Dongzhou,
Haga has contact. 2 years ago at Dongzhou's port, his cold chain container had an issue.
I rushed over overnight. Used my exclusive freezing recovery tech to save him millions.
Hey, Blackie.
It's me, Lin Yi.
Oh, Lin, my brother.
The sun's rising in the west, huh?
Blackie, Typhoon Lekima's coming. Those 3 trawlers you just brought back from international waters don't offload in Dongzhou. Bring everyone to Nanjing instead. I'll handle everything.
All of it? Bro, that's 30,000 pounds of premium deep-sea goods. The cost alone is over 10 million. Can you handle that?
Only 600,000 in cash. Using half of South City's seafood market as collateral. Move the stock to my cold storage and I'll repay with interest in 3 days. Blackie, do you dare to take a gamble with me?
You know my life, Blackie. It's already something you saved. Why wouldn't I dare to bet? Your judgment, Linye, is worth this much. I'll load the truck overnight. See you in 3 hours at the South District Cold Storage.
Li Wanshan. You think blocking off this little pond in South City can starve me, Lin Yi? Today, I'll ride this tailwind and overturn the entire sea. Highways are shut down. The port's at a standstill. All the fishing boats are locked up in the harbor. Not a single one can go out for 5 days straight. The seafood industry fears typhoons the most because it cuts off supply. But at the same time, it's a golden opportunity. Whoever has fresh stock becomes the golden goose of South City's dining scene.
Cousin, Uncle really knows his moves. One order from him, and that broke loser Lin Yi can't get his hands on so much as a shrimp. Yesterday, we bought tens of thousands of pounds of seafood at port. Now, no other restaurant in all of South City has stock except us. We're tripling the prices these days. We'll bleed them dry.
Lin Yi is nothing. Messing with me? He's probably in that crappy cold storage, crying to the air right now. Wasn't old John supposed to be so tough? Didn't Tianxi Court refuse to cooperate? If he begs later, I'll make him kneel and call me grandpa.
Boss, something's wrong. Yes,
Tens of thousands of pounds of grouper and...
they all turned white this morning. The water, it's gone foul. Yesterday, the tanks were full.
Lively, jumping seafood. They've turned into a foamy, lifeless mess.
A pungent, foul smell of dead fish.
Red blotch bacteria outbreak, combined with oxygen depletion, causes cross-contamination. The filtration system contaminated by medicated fish.
Was never disinfected.
Tens of thousands of pounds
Were dumped into the main tank. The density was high, covering the water's surface. The water became increasingly murky. The fish thrashed violently, then gradually went still.
It became the final straw. No. No way. I put my entire savings into this. Even embezzled $2 million from my dad's company to buy the goods. Bro. Hey, Brother Jean, Mr. Zhao. You're here to pick up the goods, right?
Li Fei, are you out of your mind? Why would our fancy restaurant use your dead fish to poison customers? Keep dreaming.
I'll sell it at half price. I'll sell it to you for 1/10 of the price as frozen goods.
Frozen goods? I have no use for that here.
Then why are you guys at the seafood market? I'm the only one with stock in the entire South Side right now.
Who says you're the only one with stock? We're just passing through here.
The convoy's meeting up at the next intersection. Heading to the Southern District Logistics Park.
Southern District Logistics Park? Lin Yi.
That's right, late last night.
Linya lost 20 heavy-duty refrigerated trucks. Now his number 3 cold storage is like an underwater palace. From the neighboring province's deep water port, he brought back 30,000 pounds of premium live seafood, bouncing king crabs.
Red grouper.
As much as you need.
Linya's a fair guy.
Typhoon days have tripled the market price. He only raised it by 30%. Now all the restaurant owners in South City, they're all lining up at his door.
As for your Lee seafood, might as well let it rot. Useless. You're nothing but a screw-up who ruins everything. $2 million. You embezzled $2 million from my company and stocked up on junk fish. Now, you've completely tarnished the Lee family name.
Those are a dozen legal notices from upscale South City restaurants.
If you can't deliver during the typhoon, as per the contract, Li Fei has to refund the advance payment. You even have to pay up to triple the penalty.
Dad, help me out. Can you talk to Mr. Jean for me? Our Lee family has been in South City for many years. They can't ignore your reputation.
Reputation? I have no damn reputation left in South City now. Do you even know that this morning, people from the Health Bureau and the Business Bureau shut down your stall? Your idiot cousin tried to sell those stinking dead fish to roadside barbecue stalls for grilled fish. Now the whole South City knows. Lee Family Seafood sells poisonous fish, dead fish. I, Li Wanshan, spent 30 years building my reputation and you destroyed it all in one day. You fill that 5 million hole yourself. If you mess this up, you're going to jail. I'm Li Wanshan. I'll act like I never had a son like you. South District Cold Storage Number 3
was bustling with activity.
Three days of the typhoon.
My cold storage
became the only thriving seafood hub in the southern city.
30,000 pounds of premium seafood
was sold out at an incredible speed.
after deducting 10 million payment to Brother Hay,
excluding labor costs,
utility expenses, and cold storage rent. I made a net profit of 8 million in 3 days. I directly transferred 11 million to your account, Black. The extra million is profit sharing. Brother Lin,
You're a damn genius. Netting 8 million in 3 days. And even giving me an extra million.
I get your rules, Black. Take your brothers to make money, the road gets wider. Premium goods from Deep Sea and Dongzhou. I'll take care of all of it in South City.
Ha, that's satisfying.
From now on, your goods, Lin Yi.
I'll personally oversee the shipment.
I'm not like Li Fei, buying a Porsche to look flashy. In this business, luxury cars can't show off. They only make you look dumb. Hello, Mr. Wang? The latest 10-ton refrigerated aeration trucks. I need 10 of them. Yes. Full payment. I need them ready by tomorrow. This fight is just entering the second half. The Li family wants to shut me down? Then I'll flip over the very chessboard they're so proud of.
Masterly today. Tianchi Pavilion, Haiwa Tower, and the top 50 restaurants in the city. None of them came to our market for supplies.
Where did they go? The South District Cold Storage.
Haven't gone there either. That kid Lin Yi started his own fresh supply cold chain fleet.
In the traditional seafood wholesale model, restaurant owners' biggest headache is the last mile. Half the fish die before reaching the restaurant. The losses are massive. I used 8 million to buy 10 state-of-the-art oxygenated cold chain trucks and built a professional transport fleet. Restaurant owners place orders in the group chat and trucks deliver at dawn, temperature controlled, oxygenated. Survival rate is 99%. If a fish dies, compensation is immediate.
This is what we call a powerful move. Not only does it save
Hiring buyers cost.
and maintaining delivery trucks,
But it all
Raises the quality of seafood to a whole new level.
Any big restaurant owner with half a brain.
knows who to choose.
He thought to remember if he wanted to stay afloat here.
He couldn't sell any goods to Lin Yi. Breaking my supply chain to destroy me? But he never imagined
I'd bypass the seafood market.
that traditional middleman.
I built a closed-loop moat from deep water ports to cold storage, then cold chain delivery to restaurant kitchens.
South City Seafood Market, a place Li Wanshan ruled for 30 years, was completely undercut by me.
Lin Yi. What a ruthless move.
Lin, all the orders today are delivered. Total revenue, 2 million. Boss Lin, there's a guy named Li Fei outside. He insists on seeing you. We tried to send him away, but he won't leave.
He's like a mad dog.
Let him in. Li Fei stepped in, unshaven, with sunken eyes.
his shirt was wrinkled and disheveled. And there was this smell.
Like he hadn't showered in days. He looked nothing like the rich kid he used to be.
His Audi A6 has already been pawned. $5 million in penalty fees, plus loans from loan sharks to cover the gap. He's now a stray dog with nowhere to go.
Xiaoye here calls him Mr. Lin. Lin, sir.
Fei, instead of being a big boss at home, you're here at my dingy freezer warehouse. What brings you here?
Xiaoye. Stop mocking me. I was wrong before, bro. I didn't see you for who you really are. Xiaoye. We grew up together, bare-bottomed as kids, childhood buddies. Back then, I took the bigger cut running the stall. I didn't treat you unfairly. I gave you 100,000 as severance. Without that money, would you even have what you have today? Now I've hit rock bottom. The loan sharks are vandalizing my house every day. My dad told me to fix the mess myself. Xiaoye. For the sake of our brotherhood, lend me 5 million. 3 million is too much, just enough to cover will do. Let me pay off the loan sharks. I'll work as your driver, from now on. I'll carry ice blocks for you.
Listening to his nauseating brotherhood talk, it suddenly felt so absurd. When people are on top, they talk business with you. But when they're down in the dirt, that's when they start talking emotions. Here's the 100,000. Over these 3 years, the booze I took for you, the nights I stayed up, and the money I earned, I've already paid back whatever I owed you. That 100,000 you gave me, it severed the last bit of connection between us.
Lin Yi, don't get cocky. My dad still has connections. You think you've won? I'll mess you up for sure.
Li Fei is completely done for. But the real battle is with the fox behind him, Li Wanshan. Lin, something's up. Li Wanshan's gone insane. He's mortgaged his 3 villas and 2 large market sites to the bank. I heard he chartered 3 2,000-ton deep-sea fishing vessels. He's planning to intercept East Continent's shipping rights at sea. He's gearing up for a price war with you.
Going all until the bitter end.
The old fox finally put all his chips on the table. Li Wanshan, since you want to gamble with your life, I'll show you what true despair looks like. Li Wanshan mortgaged all his assets. He even borrowed 30 million in bridge funds from underground banks. He chartered 3 2,000-ton ocean fishing vessels and headed straight for international waters. Just before my supplier, Blackie, at 20% higher than market price, he forcibly intercepted a whopping 500,000 pounds of premium deep-sea live catches. To store this massive haul of seafood, Li Wanshan rented all the vacant stalls at the South City Seafood Market. Workers spent the night moving equipment. They temporarily installed over 100 high-power refrigeration units and oxygen pumps. Refrigerators roared, oxygen pumps churned madly, and the entire market lit up again.
Lee's Seafood reopens today, offering king crabs, Napoleon wrasse, and giant prawns. Priced 20% cheaper than frozen seafood. Cheaper, and delivered to you. Lin Yi wants a monopoly. South City dreaming. Today, our Lee family is gonna bury him with money.
News of the price war. Save some for me, save some. The whole South City turned its attention elsewhere. Suddenly, my wild fresh cold chain orders dropped by 70%. Mr. Lin, Li Wanshan is selling goods 20% cheaper. All orders are being cancelled. Stay on task. The flood of orders once pouring into wild fresh cold chains suddenly thinned out dramatically. Brother Lin.
Li Wanchan's burning money to buy time.
Selling below cost, losing money on every pound.
He has too much stock. In half a month, he'll steal back market share.
I know. Mid-July temperatures are hitting close to 40 degrees outdoors. This is from the South City Power. They issued a red alert for peak electricity usage 2 days ago. I pointed at the South City Seafood Market was built 20 years ago. Its main transformer.
An underground power grid.
Totally worn out long ago. Now Li Wanchan, to store those 500,000 pounds of deep-sea seafood. Hooked up over 100 industrial-grade high-power cooling compressors by force. He knows seafood. But he doesn't know electricity. Inform all drivers in the fleet to take 3 days of paid leave. If restaurants want to buy from Lee's during these 3 days, let them. We won't cut prices or steal customers.
Lin, this is how we'll play it.
Just watch. Yeah, just watch. Watched him build it up. Watched it all come crashing down. Li Wanchan, those overworked cooling systems finally overwhelmed the aging power grid, causing massive short circuits and fires. Half a million pounds of seafood, 40-degree heat, and a deadly combo of power outage and oxygen deprivation. Rotted and died at an alarming speed. Li Wanchan's entire fortune, along with that 30 million in high-interest loans, turned in mere hours into a pond of stench. That reeked across the city, unbearable to everyone. 3 days later, the chaotic liquidation by the Li family hit its peak.
Restaurant owners drawn by the price.
Going crazy stockpiling goods from Li Fei.
Dad, Lingy hasn't used his refrigerated trucks for 3 days. He's scared. His cash flow can't handle this. He can't endure this.
Head, wisdom comes with age. Once we clear out the last batch tomorrow, I'll team up with other bosses to completely kick Lingy out of South City.
What's going on? Why did the power suddenly go out? Overloaded equipment.
Finally broke down old power grid. The entire market is in chaos now. Li Fei stands by his office window, looking around in terror. Li Wanchan gripped the edge of the table, his face pale. Li Wanchan's fortune, savings, and high-interest loans
Crashed due to extreme heat and power outage.
In an instant, it turned into a disaster.
This was the price of his own reckless decisions.
Li Wanchan stood up. His heart clenched as if gripped tightly, his face ashen. A wave of foreboding swept over him completely.
Seafood and aquaculture business. Power outage in a 40-degree heat wave is nothing short of a death sentence.
500,000 pounds of deep-sea seafood.
Living in low-temperature environments.
Won't survive more than 3 hours.
Without refrigeration and oxygen.
Hurry! Start the backup diesel generator, quick! Li Fei scrambled from the office,
Leading a few workers straight to the underground generator room. 10 minutes later, 2 old diesel generators began running with difficulty.
A massive roar erupted. Cooling machines in the unit.
Lit up their indicators again.
Li Fei barely caught his breath. The generator made a loud crash.
Its body shuddered violently.
Then it completely seized up.
Thick smoke billowed out.
Fei. It's not working.
We've overloaded the cooling machines we hooked up ourselves.
The backup generator blew a cylinder and burned out.
Fix it for me. Restore power now. Enclosed stalls in the heat are unbearable. Feel like massive steamers. The water in the pool.
Starts heating up visibly, instantly.
White foam bubbles unnaturally. A wild king crab worth thousands, once gripping tightly to the pool wall, starts loosening its claws helplessly. The next second, it slowly flipped belly up on the water's surface.
In the deathly silent holding pond,
The first king crab floated up. Then,
as if signaling death itself. Grouper, tiger grouper, and giant prawns.
hundreds of thousands of pounds of premium seafood began violently thrashing, tumbling in the warm water, until finally, they expelled their last desperate bubbles.
Turning belly up, pale and lifeless, in just 2 hours. Li Wanshan and Li Fei watched helplessly. 500,000 pounds of living gold worth 50 million yuan perished. It turned into a mountain of rotting corpses. Dead fish floated belly up in the pool, polluted water everywhere, the stench unbearable. Li Wanshan's knees gave out. He dropped heavily into the murky, filthy water, staring blankly at the densely packed dead fish in the pool. His face was as pale as a sheet, his lips trembled violently. No sound came out. 50 million. Not only was he completely bankrupt, still owed 30 million. It's a loan from an underground bank. It's all gone.
Li Fei suddenly snaps out of it.
He rushes over and holds the collapsed Li Wanshan.
Dad, don't scare me like this, Dad. Call Lin Yi. He has cold storage and trucks. Have him freeze the goods. Maybe we can still save some of the losses. Even at this point, Li Fei is still delusionally hoping that
The good brother he once stepped on.
came to save his life.
The phone rang for a while before someone picked up. Li Fei pressed the phone tightly to his ear. His voice was choked with sobs. He was on the verge of breaking down.
Xiao Yi, Mr. Lin. Grandpa Lin. I'm begging you, send your refrigerated truck to save us. I'll do it at half price. 10%. Everything at 10%, send a truck.
Li Fei was wailing over phone. Fei, I rented the South City Power Bureau's repair truck half an hour ago. They're fixing power lines in Southern District cold storage. Electricity at the seafood market won't return until tomorrow morning. Keep them and make soup for yourself.
No.
The call ended, leaving a cold, empty tone in the receiver. The busy signal echoed in Li Fei's ears. Then, outside the seafood market.
A sudden, piercing screech of brakes.
And right after, chaotic shouting and cursing ensued. Dozens of black vans blocked the market entrance, and over 100 burly men with tattooed arms and iron rods stormed in like a pack of wolves. The debt collectors have arrived. The rolling shutter of Li's Seafood was pried open with steel.
With brute force.
The shutter collapsed after a loud crash. Flashlight beams pierced through the darkness, cutting through the suffocating murk. The light swept over pools of dead fish and landed on Li Wanshan and Li Fei, slumped in the filthy water. Leading them was a bald man with a fierce look. A thick gold chain around his neck and an iron rod in his hand. Notorious ruthless Scar, Southside Underground Bank.
Scar led his men.
He walked straight over to Li Wanshan, who was slumped in the filthy water. He squatted down, smile cold and insincere.
Mr. Lee. Word is the power went out.
All the goods are gone,
So about that 30 million you owe us on the IOU.
plus 5 million in interest. What do you plan on using to pay us back? Li Wanshan no longer has any trace of the South City big shot swagger. He's kneeling in the sewage, trembling all over.
Be boss Dao, give me a few more days. I still have 3 villas. And the largest stall in South City.
I'll sell them and pay you back. More time?
Boss Dow suddenly raised his hand.
A stick smashed hard against the only remaining glass tank nearby. Bang! The glass shattered,
The shards mixed with filthy water.
soaked Li Wanshan all over.
I ain't running a charity here.
Your 3 villas were mortgaged to the bank ages ago. You think I'm blind? And as for this crappy stall of yours, cleaning this pool of rotten fish would cost tens of thousands. Who would take over now?
In the corner,
Li Fei looked terrified, like a scared quail, holding his breath. Ah no, don't touch my boss, Dao.
a henchman grabbed Li Fei's hair,
Dragging him out like a dog.
then delivered a brutal kick to his knee.
Snap ah.
Ah. Dad.
Don't hit my son. I'll sign. I'll sign everything.
That night, screams echoed through the South City seafood market. Li Wanshan signed over all his assets. including the last 2 cars he owned, an old house, and the cornerstone of the Lee family's 30-year legacy, the largest stall in South City. Lee father and son, stripped of watches and car keys by loan sharks, were discarded like garbage. They were thrown out of the seafood market's gates. Lee Wan Shan stumbled to his feet, staring at the pitch-black, tomb-like market behind him. His eyes widened as a mouthful of blood burst out onto the rain-soaked ground. Then he collapsed backward, stiff as a board. He passed out. A day later, sunlight returned to light up the southern city seafood market. The air reeked of disinfectant, masking the stench of dead fish from the night before. A black Maybach pulled up in front of Lee's seafood stall.
The car door opened. Lin Yi, in a black...
A dozen wild fresh cold chain employees in uniform followed in neat formation. The team was coordinated. Brother Dao searched all morning.
But no one in the southern city would take over this cursed market. Deemed a place of bad luck and death. Mr. Lin, what a rare guest. Here to inspect the market?
Brother Dao, cut to the chase. I'll take over this place.
Straightforward as always.
Lee Wanshan bought this place, spent 2 million. I won't ask for more, 1.5 million from you.
Take this golden brand sign.
Brother Dao,
Are you misunderstanding something?
this place's feng shui has already been ruined by the Li family. I'm stepping in as a favor to you. Help you deal with the trash. 500,000, not a penny more, or I'm out. South District Logistics Park has plenty of space. Let me expand there.
All right, 500,000, deal.
Contract signed in 10 minutes. I stand at the stall, looking calm. Li Ji Seafood falls today. My Wild Fresh group officially replaces Li Ji Seafood. Right at that moment.
Outside the stall,
Suddenly, there was a loud crash as a trash can was knocked over.
Then,
A beggar, filthy like he had been rolling in mud.
with a limp,
was crawling through the garbage pile across from the stall.
pulling out half a bun someone had left. It was Li Fei. He saw the Maybach, Brother Dao bowing before me, and the sign, once bearing his family name, Li, now carrying mine, Wild Fresh. The stark contrast hit him like a silent sledgehammer.
Shattering him completely.
Li Fei's last shred of sanity.
He didn't rush up to yell.
Nor did he beg. Like a truly frightened stray dog, he limped into the filthiest, darkest alley in the south part of the city. Even his silhouette radiated hopeless despair. 2 years later, the weather in the southern city had a hint of autumn's chill. In 2 years, Wild Fresh Group monopolized high-end seafood and cold chain logistics citywide and province-wide. They built the province's largest fresh storage facility. My dad's illness improved with targeted therapy. Miraculously healed. Now, he and my mom live in a spacious riverside apartment in the city center. Their daily routine is just playing chess in the park and practicing Tai Chi. No more enduring disapproving looks from relatives. Relatives from uncle took liberty.
Bringing gifts to my door.
Outsiders aren't allowed in. They wanted to secure.
A senior management position in my company. I had the security guard.
Throw them and their gifts right out. My world is spotless, reserved only for the worthy. Tonight,
The South City Chamber of Commerce holds its annual
at the Tianchi Pavilion Grand Restaurant,
A rising young entrepreneur in South City.
I was invited as the VIP guest of honor,
Old Zhang from Tianchi Pavilion promoted to general.
and respectfully waited at the entrance for me.
Mr. Lin, you're finally here. Several city leaders are waiting inside for you. Hey, security guy, are you blind? How are you directing parking? If my car gets scratched, can you pay? A man stood under a parking lot streetlight wearing ill-fitting clothes.
Old security uniform. He held a glowing directing rod with a noticeable limp in his left leg. The surrounding noise seems to vanish completely at this moment. Li Fei's face looks 10 years older than 2 years ago.
Not just 100 grand, take it and leave.
At this moment, all that's left is numbness, murkiness, and deep shame. Mr. Lin, do you know that guy at the gate?
Hired him last month as night guard. Clumsy and careless on the job.
I think we should fire him tomorrow. No, I don't know him. Amid the dazzling, radiant world of fame and fortune, People clink glasses and toast, discussing billion-dollar deals. Outside, cold wind sweeps across the parking lot. I think about an afternoon years ago. He said, "You're making some effort."
Getting 100K is plenty.
That 100K was a lot indeed. He bought out 30 years of the Lee family's legacy and sold out Lin Yi for $1 billion seafood empire.